never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no.
And touchwood, you know, he has been that overly wild stuff that he showed too. And he's going to pick up the record number of victories. Veda Pratama is there in third place.
There is Benyat Fernandez then. He was the fastest rider on track last time around at 2/10 of a second.
You know, a couple of times in Rookies Cup, seems to have gone now. And he's on the edge. He pushed, but up the inside comes David Gonzalez.
Oh, David!
So Brian's going to get the drive out. But
he's second quicker than your leader, Christian Daniels. So he could well be a threat later in his character now, isn't he?
But he seems to know where the limit is.
And of course, he did literally crash out of third position in the race. But what's for certain is these front five riders are just absolutely drilling.
See, I'm sure we'll get the information soon, but it is Brian Iriarte who has the advantage.
The championships here last year and knocked himself out, ended up in the medical centre for goodness sake. Like, he was a wild. They're not interested in a big pack race. They want to have one of their own.
Yeah, that's right. And as they go down the hill, pushing in a superb second place. But Joel Pons, he's never had
a child by the time he finished Rookies Cup.
That's right. He's a great kid now. Brian Iriarte and Veda Pratama are well able to drag this group away from the rest of the field. Any luck? He's one of the fallers. And Brian Iriarte already touching the green stuff. He's got to watch that. The 50 racer.
Fastest lap of the race then. Carter Thompson, 1:44.8. They get quicker.
But that isn't happening at the moment. It's three abreast on the brakes.
Oh, and Christian Daniel, the last.
Four, of course, it's Veda Pratama up into third place. A very close third place as well.
So three riders down and quicker and quicker. We are looking at Dinesh, who's now in seventh place. Still on the brakes there. Just lets them off a little bit later than everybody else. He's going to go across track limits, though, on the first turn. Agustin Nelly, and that was nearly a couple of other riders down there. That was Karpushin and Pratama, wasn't it? He's got Zen Mitani still ahead of him, but looking a bit more strong. Sorry, he's in sixth place. The exit of that, which is the risk you run as they come now down towards 2A and 2B. Veda.
Right, Veda, there was really not room for that Veda to go up the inside of.
Now he's got Pugliese behind him.
So we're coming up to half distance here. Nobody has shown any kind of real advantage.
Wants to go up the inside there again, but Christian Daniel just so late on the brakes, isn't he? Goodness me. And that was a
Karpushin, but he tried it. They got away with it. Anyway, it still is Brian Iriarte that leads. Karpushin looking for a advantage. Brian Iriarte has been the most consistent front runner, but there's a few others had a go, and I would think.
Bit of an example there. He slightly rushed the corner, but I don't think he sacrificed his drive too much there on this big.
Way up the inside, there is no possibility there. Brian Iriarte cuts across his nose very nicely and holds on to the lead. The next man who is going to have a go is Marco Morelli. He pulls alongside. No, he's not going to do.
Hill climb up towards turn 3.
And I think he dragged Veda Pratama onto the green with him there at turn 8.
Well then, so three riders down at the first turn. Agustin was the other one down with Fernandez, as you rightly pointed out.
Here, but I think that Marco could well have a look anytime soon.
And of course, with this being
but there's the chasing pack, including Benyat Fernandez, and they are closing in. They're visibly closer now. You don't need
to. With Pons, they come across the line then to complete lap 1. It will be Iriarte from Karpushin, from Pratama, Thompson in the final races of the season. If you do miss Rookies Cup uncontrollably, I know I will.
See too much about the timing screens, because you can see they are closing in.
And this is the danger. You know, Gonzalez, Benyat Fernandez, Singapong there in 7th place too.
And Veda Pratama does not want to hang it.
You can binge watch Born Racers now on the Red Bull Motorsports YouTube channel. Just scan that QR code on your screen. Iriarte, Pratama, they do not want a big pack, because all that means is come the end of the race they could.
In there, Karpushin goes up the inside. Veda Pratama tries to go past both of them, can't quite do it, but he does pick up second place.
It shows you all the behind the scenes of what it takes to be in Rookies Cup, from the guys at the front to the guys at the back, be leading over the line on the towards the final lap, and then finish up maybe 8th or 9th or something.
Brian Iriarte hangs on to the lead to go down the hill, but it's Veda Pratama who has pushed aside the white.
And that was the 2023 season.
And you know, while I'm talking about
need every point that they can get, but the person who is in his best interest to bring the group all together, Hakim Dinesh.
The situation has been cleared. That's good to know. Right,
So the
18
climb
laps
up
of
we have.
internet and so forth. Don't forget that you have your last chance to apply to join the Rookies Cup. Yeah, and he at the moment is back in 8th place, but closing in. And that group
Pratama in the lead then from Uriarte and car pushing.
next year up until midnight Sunday night. We've still got applications open, and runs all the way down to what, sort of 16th, oh no, down to 20th position.
Goodness me. David Gonzalez behind them as well.
Yeah, there was never, Veda just looked, didn't he, right from the start. And then we'll be choosing who will be invited to the selection event in October.
Absolutely brilliant. And there we go, the first of the track limits warnings coming in for Gear.
He was not going to hang around waiting there. He's taken the lead, but he's already under pressure, and he's passed by Bruton up the inside to decide the riders who are invited to the Cup for next season.
Could you be a story like Implom already? You don't want that track limits warning already at this stage in the game, do you? Because
around the outside is Brian Uriarte to take the lead. The 51 is Uriarte. Pushing on 17.
Marco Morelli, he really is just one in a long line. One more time and you find yourself going through the long lap penalty.
Yeah, and there's Benyat Fernandez in second place. Veda slots in, and he's trying to take it back again, but no, Brian Uriarte.
The poster child of Rookies Cup, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's right. You know, Jorge Mar's on the number 7. He certainly has the pace to drag this group, and who is that in the background? Hangs on to the lead, and in fact, Veda loses 3rd place.
This is a
Martini won the MotoGP World Championship last year after in the post-podium playoff on the green that time. Right, so start and finish then.
Completely different kind of race than we saw yesterday. Riders so much closer. The fastest rider on track last.
Press conference said I would not be here if it not for the Rookies Cup, and absolutely true. So back with our action. And there's somebody pulling off. That was Christian Daniel pulling his tape off the radiator. As Brian Uriarte
around was Ramadipa, yesterday's 2nd place finisher, the 32, up into 7th place now.
Now, these are the guys who are looking to go into the Grand Prix classes next year. It's Uriarte. Mate leads over Veda Pratama. Up the inside is Morelli on Christian Daniel. He does
6th as he overtakes Carter Thompson in towards turn 1. He's just behind Benyat Fernandez, the number 7.
Morelli, Gonzalez, Pratama, Mitani, Pucciolesi, Hakim Danish. Morelli takes 3rd place.
It was 9/10 of a second. Evan for 5th place, and that was a big touch between Uriarte and Gonzalez.
And Carpucci still with a chance of being Cup champion.
Such a technical part with the chasing group across the finish line that time around, Peter. They closed in by a 10th.
It is who's taken up the lead. Absolutely superb stuff. Veda Pratama, it goes inside him and up the hill.
On the circuit here as we watch sort of the slow motion of the riders. But look at Brian out front. He's just thinking, no way, I'm absolutely going for it.